Hello, this is Brian Urban with Counselor, and welcome to the new feature summary for August 2018. We'll start here with the new cancellation option regarding hearing aid tracking. So these would be times when hearing instruments were ordered, perhaps a deposit was put down, but the patient was never fit. And obviously there's a variety of reasons where that can occur. We want to make sure that what you've entered in the system so far has been maintained, but that you're not having to treat that situation, that scenario, as a return or exchange, right? We want to accurately reflect what happened. So let's have a peek at that. Let's look at a specific invoice here. And let's say here we have two line items here, two hearing instruments in place. We can go ahead and edit. Let's edit the first one. And then we'll go ahead and just like with returned or exchanged, we're going to note that this device order was canceled. That'll allow us to select the date. We'll click Save. That will then log that device as being canceled. Let's do the same thing for the second device. There we are. And now we have canceled the order for both devices prior to fitting, obviously. If we look back at the dashboard widget, there we can see those metrics in place. You can see that everywhere else through Counselor regarding line item reporting, the hearing aid report, device report generator, you can see those cancellations as well. So it's separated out from the returns and the exchanges. Okay. Next, let's jump ahead here to the discount types as far as having presets in place. What this means is that when you go to add a discount to a line item, you can select from the drop-down and you can assign a certain amount as an automatic, a preset discount. Previously, you could just do it for a standard amount. Now you can do it for, you could just for a percentage. Now you can do it for a fixed amount as well. So you can see here, there's $200 set for the binaural, $5 for the battery discount. These are just sort of randomly created here. That's a pretty good friends and family discount. But it enables you to really quickly set some standards. Now, if you want to calculate this on the fly and don't want them to be standard, that's an option for you. You don't have to do it that way. That's up to you. But that is all set up under administration, under the discount types area. Okay. All right, so let's have a peek now at the stock bulk reporting, or a stock bulk import, I'm sorry. So you can link to the line item administration for a specific hearing instrument through the dashboard, through the stock widget, or you can go in through the administration and then line item. Okay, so however we get here, let's go ahead and look at a specific device here. Let's take one at the top of the list. Let's go ahead and click on the stock tab. This one's already enabled for stock, and we can see what stock is currently available for this device. Then we would select the bulk import option. Okay, we can select our date added. We'll just leave it as today. Quantity, we're going to put this, let's just say, as 5. Okay, then we have the option to put in, say, an invoice number and or a PO number. We can enter a return for credit. Let's just make something up here. If you want to, you can put your cost of goods and retail price if you wish. Just once again, making stuff up here. Also, color if you wish, and of course the serial number. Now the serial number will be the lowest sequential number. Okay, so you pick the lowest one. What it'll do from here, when I click next, it'll take that lowest number and it will then add 1 to each. So now we have 5 devices. If we want to distribute these across different clinics, we certainly can. We can say these 2 are going here, the last one's going here. If maybe things were sequential, but one of these was different, you can go ahead and change that, no problem. Okay, and then when you click Save, you're going to be adding 5 devices at one time. Okay, so now when we look back at the stock tab for this guy, we can see that there are 3 devices now, where before there was just 1. Okay, all right. Let's see here. There's a new option within the appointments scheduling process, or the status of canceled, no reschedule. Basically, it means that when you schedule a patient, when you cancel an appointment for a patient, you know this is not going to be rescheduled. You can choose that option, and it will keep that appointment off of the reschedule widget, so you don't have to navigate that if you know that, hey, this is just not going to happen. Okay. Another option here is for scanning. You can scan either single or multiple PDFs. Let's have a closer look at that. So let's go ahead and look here at Oliver's profile and jump to the Documents tab. And then we'll have a peek specifically at the Device Upload tab and select Scan. Okay. Now, you'd go through your normal process of scanning, right? Once you've scanned something, you can decide whether you want to have a multi-page PDF or not. So if you wanted to scan as a single, you would leave this unchecked. And then let's say I scan 3 pages, it will then create 3 separate PDFs. Okay, it'd be 1 page at a time, obviously. If I said, nope, I want all 3 to go together, then I would select the multi-page PDF. So in those instances where you're trying to, scan a lot of a patient's chart, and maybe each piece of paper should be a separate file. You can absolutely do that now very quickly. It'll label them. So if you do, for example, if I left this as scan, it would then number them. So scan 1, 2, 3. And so you could jump back then, you could move them around, you could rename them however you wished. Okay. All right. The last thing here, the invoice report generator for the mass update statements. That's basically if you are using the invoice report generator to create a lot of statements, right? You're looking for a certain time range and you want to create the statements, but you want to update the invoice due date and the invoice sent date on each individual invoice, right? You can do that very easily. You select the dates, and then it'll apply those dates to any invoices involved with that statement download. Okay, it happens very quickly and keeps everything up to date. All right, so that's it for the new feature summary for 2018. Once again, thank you all for the wonderful suggestions and feedback. We have a load more stuff that we're working on right now, so we look forward to getting new stuff out to you soon. Thanks a lot. Take care.